Well, greetings again, my friends, my fellow modelers, my fellow historians, and my fellow lovers of the R.M.S. Titanic. I'd like to welcome you to another edition of the AGORA Models 1/200 scale Build the Titanic build. And I'm very excited. We got the shipment in the mail yesterday. And let's see, this is shipment number 4, I believe. And without further ado, I can't wait. Let's get it over to the desk and I'll show you what's in the delivery. From AGORA Models. All right. Oh, looks like we got a kit. All right. I'm going to give you a quick preview of what's in the box. You can see it looks like an Allen wrench with some screws. And it looks like we've got a screwdriver. It looks like we've got an Allen wrench driver. And it looks like we've got several bits. Nice. And we've got box number 1. Box number 2, box number 3, box number 4, box number 5, and the last box, box number 6. There. And I'm thinking this is the special sign, the metal sign that we were going to be getting. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. White Star Line, 45,000 tons. And look at that beautiful illustration of this absolutely gorgeous lady. To New York from Southampton. James R. Walker and Son at 128 Oxford Street and 24 Regent Street, London. Love it. I'm going to put this right over here. Absolutely spectacular. And we've got the issues. And let's see, we've got number 20. 19, 18, 17, 16, and 15. So, that's everything that's in the box. Well, let's put the box aside for now. All right, let's get right into this. Show you guys again the screwdriver with the different bits. This always comes in handy. Nice. Titanic Toolkit, distributed by Hatchet Part Works. Gifts cannot be sold. Lot code 11228. Nice. And again, we've got an Allen wrench. All right. Now, I usually go through everything to show you guys. So let's start with issue number 15. And you can see the first page. We got the usual, the date with destiny, the Edwardian era, step-by-step instructions, and coming up in issue number 16. And going over to the beginning, we've got Harold Godfrey Lowe. Despite many years at sea, the maiden voyage of Titanic was 5th Officer Harold Lowe's first transatlantic crossing. 4 officers who survived the disaster from left to right. 5th Officer Harold Godfrey Lowe, Second Officer Charles Herbert Lightoller, Fourth Officer Joseph Gralls Boxhall, sitting, and Third Officer Herbert John Pittman. You can see the commemorative plaque. A commemorative plaque dedicated to Harold Godfrey Lowe at the port of Barmouth in northwest Wales, where Lowe grew up. Nice. Royal condolences. King George V photographed in 1910 shortly after his coronation on the 6th of May. Here's a right handsome looking fellow. The Nobel Prize. Each Nobel Prize winner is presented with a gold medal, a diploma bearing a citation for their award, and a sum of money. The back of this medal above for physics and chemistry represents nature as a goddess holding cornucopia. Her veil is lifted by the genius of science. And the words inscribed on a medal can be translated literally as, "It is beneficial to have improved human life through discovered arts." I did not know that. Alfred Nobel invented dynamite, but in his will he left money for an annual prize to be awarded to scientists whose endeavors benefited mankind. A postage stamp celebrating the achievements of Wilhelm Conrad Roentgen, who discovered the X-ray in 1901. He was awarded the inaugural Nobel Prize in Physics and donated his prize money he received to the University Würzburg in Germany. Marie Curie was the first woman to receive the Nobel Prize, and she is one of the few people to have been given the prestigious award twice. This photograph shows her with Pierre Curie, with whom she shared her Nobel Prize in Physics in 1903. And you can see the list or the table of Nobel Prize winners from 1901 to 1912. Wilhelm Conrad Roentgen, Hendrik Lorenz Peter Zeeman, and I'll go down the list so you guys, because I don't want to butcher their names anymore. All the way to 1912. Niels Gustav Dahlen. And with that, we start the third section of the hull. Nice. Look, we got a couple lifeboats. And we got the parts in this issue. We got a ventilation duct, the lifeboats A and B, third hull section. On the port side, the angle screwdriver, the Allen key for the hex screws, GM 3 PM screws, one spare. I love how they do that. The Build the Enterprise always gave extra screws as well from Eagle Moss. Hopefully IXO Collection starts sending out the continuation of that model, but that's another video. The Allen key and hex head screws are packed in a separate bag. Two of the hex head screws will be used in issue 18. And you can see we're putting the lifeboats on the deck section, the boathouse that we had done recently. Nice. So the keel section of the bow. We're starting to build out the ship now. Now she's going to start taking shape even more. You can see we're attaching it to the frame, the forward end of the hull section. And look at what the completed work is going to look like. Nice. You can see the officers' quarters and the lifeboats. Love it. Okay, that was number 15. In this issue, Giant of the Sea, life on board in the instructions. And look, we get another smokestack to do. Moving on, traveling second class. A second class cabin on Olympic, sister ship to the RMS Titanic. Sadly, the Olympic was scrapped in the early 30s. What a horrible decision to do that. Look at that. The smoke room, reserved exclusively for men, had a bar area. Given the length of the crossing, even second-class passengers were allowed to make use of various rooms where they could enjoy, at their leisure, the long days at sea. Reserved for men. Can you imagine even trying to do that today? And look at that. The second-class menu on Titanic featured a variety of courses, which was not common on the other transatlantic liners. So we've got, let's see, what do we got? Second class. This is as of April 14th, 1912. We've got consomme, tapioca, baked haddock, sharp sauce, curry chicken and rice, spring lamb, mint sauce, roast turkey, cranberry sauce. I think I go for the turkey. We've got rice and potatoes. And we've got plum pudding, wine jelly. I'm not sure what that is. Coconut sandwich. I'm not sure what any of these are so far. I've never had plum pudding. American ice cream. Can't you just picture the Neapolitan with the strawberry, vanilla, and chocolate? Nuts, fresh fruit, cheese, biscuits, and coffee. Above, the second-class menu on Titanic featured a variety of courses, which was not common on other transatlantic liners. And over here, the right are the tables served used for the meals in a second-class dining room. Now, I'm working on a Halloween build right now, and we're doing the shining spoils of the scallywag from Lindbergh, and it was actually the first-class dishware that I had. Actually, let me show it to you. It's a base, and it's all spoiled, well, dumped plunder. It's all gold coins, pieces of 8, and it's all in like this musty cave. And there are dishes that were in the pile. It's also, you can see the silver goblet. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to reminisce or use the dishware from the Titanic. So I put the blue outline when I painted it porcelain white. And I thought it came out pretty cool. And you can see a little guy with his head in the treasure chest with the spider on it. Anyway, I didn't mean to get off track, but I had just wanted to show you that because it was actually the plates of Titanic, the dinnerware, that inspired me to do that. And let's see. Second-class dining room area was comfortable and light. This illustration is from a brochure about sister ships Olympic. That's a pretty good illustration. The barbers of Titanic. From cleanly shaven faces to barely visible mustaches of full elaborate beards, the fashion of the day required gentlemen to be impeccably turned out at all times. For this reason, among the services offered on Titanic, barbers were an absolute must. You can see the gentleman. Of course, if I was on Titanic, I wouldn't be getting my hair cut. Maybe the shave. Going over, look at that. The second-class barber shop on the transatlantic liner Olympic. Hanging from the ceiling and arranged on shelves are trinkets and various other items that were sold in a saloon, which were reserved for men. Man, I would love to get... Can you imagine having any of this from the Titanic? Ah, that would just be amazing. An actual pennant from Titanic's barber shop. And there were no hairdresser on board for the ladies. They took care of their own coiffure. Those in first and second class were often aided by personal maids. The pianos of the Titanic. And we go into the build. So we have some more decking now. So we got the crowl vent A and B, the swan neck vent, ventilator hood, the superstructure of the stairwell and the decking. You can see we're going to put some more decking on. I love the wood decking. I wonder if this is the swan neck that we had from the last shipment. Nice. And looks like it's all ready. There's the completed work. Getting ready for the smokestack. And you can see where the grand staircase is going to be. We've got Giant of the Sea, Date with Destiny, and the instructions. Look at, we got some more of the hull coming in the next issue. But was Titanic fully seaworthy? A stamp from the series issued by Gibraltar on the centenary of the launch of the sinking of Titanic. The stamp bears the date 31st of March 1912, the day the fitting out of the famous liner was completed. And I absolutely love this photograph. These two absolutely spectacular, beautiful ladies. We got Olympic and Titanic. Titanic on the right is moved out of dry dock to allow Olympic in for repairs following the damage that was caused by a collision with the Royal Naval cruiser. Incidentally, it must have been an omen because the Olympic, when it was damaged by the Royal Navy cruiser, Captain Smith was actually the captain. So maybe that was a bad sign of things to come. You can see another illustration of the sinking ship. Lifeboats row away from the sinking ship as depicted in the British newspaper, The Sphere, on the 15th of April 1912. This illustration was digitally colored in 2011. Look at that. Another sign. The world's largest ocean liner. White Star Line. Beautiful depiction of this gorgeous ship. From Southampton to New York. I love this photo. I don't think I've ever seen this picture before. This contemporary photograph shows a great ship slipping towards the Logan River, followed by a crowd of onlookers, hoping to catch a glimpse of Titanic as it entered the water. That's an awesome picture. Oh, I love this picture. The launch of the biggest, most luxurious liner of the age was unquestionably a notably noble event. She's gorgeous. And look at this picture of her. Beautiful. Departing on its maiden voyage from Southampton on 10th of April, 1912. Oh, look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Spectacularly beautiful. Okay. A scene from a film in A Night to Remember, which was from 1958, which is considered to be almost perfect from a historical point of view. However, the scene is almost entirely invented. The traditional launch ceremony in which the bottle of champagne is broken over the new ship's hull to launch never took place at Titanic's launch. Alright, so we've got the second funnel parts in this issue, and we had already done the first funnel. You can see the water tank that's going to hold it, and this lovely part where we have to put these microscopic screws in to hold the metal wrapped around the plastic. Kind of reminds me of the old rolls of film from Kodak. We've got Giant of the Sea, more from the Edwardian era, the instructions. Details for the funnels and a second smoke generator. I like it. Look at the The ladders. Traveling first class. Look at that gorgeous photograph. A suite bedroom, B60 on Titanic. The furniture and fittings of suites were designed so that anyone staying in them could enjoy all the comforts of home. Beautiful. Another beautiful photo, well, depiction. A reconstruction of the first-class suite at one of the many Titanic's exhibitions that tour cities around the world. Here in New England, I had seen the exhibit at Foxwoods Casino back in 2007 or 2008. And I had seen the section of the hull that they brought up. Absolutely gave me the chills. It was absolutely breathtaking. You can see pictures of the one gorgeous, iconic staircase. Spectacular. I actually got a photograph of myself in front of the staircase at the time. You can see the top where the dome is. And let's see. Looks like a map or some illustration. A propaganda map of the war illustrating the deployment of Italian forces. An Italian artillery position in the desert outside Tripoli. Let's see, A Tripoli. A map showing the colonial division of Africa as it stood on the eve of World War I. Scary times for sure. All right, on to the instructions, and you can see the dome over the first class stairwell. I'm wondering if we can do some touch-ups on that just to make it bring out the detail. You can see as it goes on. Yeah, there's got to be a way to bring that out to make it look a little more detailed. If there's a way, I'll find it. And look we got more. We're putting on the hull assembly from issue 15. The third section of Titanic is starting to get bigger. That's fantastic. And we're going to be using, see, this is where we use the Allen wrench with the hex head screws. Finally, use an AM screw to fix the end of the port strip of the forecastle to the upper hull. You can see the finished work. The hull's starting to get big. A grand staircase, and it's going to be a fantastic model. I've been doing a little bit. You guys following my channel, you know when I do, like I put a little bit of detail on the windows, the little wood frames. So we'll see about doing some more detail. We've got a date with Destiny and the instructions. And look, we've got our first light strip coming up in issue 20. And this gentleman is John Jacob Astor, the multi-millionaire. John Jacob Astor photographed wearing Army uniform during the Spanish-American War of 1898. Yeah, that was a long time ago. Look at his uniform. It's amazing. Here's John Jacob Astor with his second wife, Madeline Tillmage Force, in 1911. The birth of the vehicles. I wonder what they would think of today's vehicles. A funeral collage accompanies the remains of John Jacob Astor to Trinity Church Cemetery in Manhattan, where a large crowd of onlookers had gathered to witness the farewell of the celebrated multi-millionaire. Some of these photos are just amazing. A narrative inspiration of Titanic. Downtown Abbey. Okay, moving on. We've got the assembly of the second funnel. And you can see how we did with the first one. We're going to be using the electronics, the smoke generator. And look, you can see some of the pipes, the whistle. Is the whistle there? We'll see. And like we had done with the first one, you can see the how we're going to devise it. We're going to put it together. The water tank is going to go on the bottom, and the kind of reminds me of like a cigarette filter that's going to hold the water, and it's going to press up against the plate, and that's going to generate the smoke. Nice. And the steam pipe, that looks really good. Another steam funnel. I love the detail. Look at that, huh? I would have loved to be able to climb up the ladders on the funnels on the Titanic. Amazing. And look at the ladder. Look how great that looks. And there's the two completed funnels that we have so far, or smokestacks. And you can see the affixing of the water pipe. You can see how they got to be angled backwards. And here's the completed work. Looking good. And finally, we have issue number 20. And in this issue, we've got, again, the Giant of the Sea, and we got the instructions. And look, we've got another issue. Now, this won't be until the next shipment, but it's another section of the hull. The world's biggest ship's dining room. Among the many records set by Titanic was the accolade of having the biggest dining room on any transatlantic liner of the day. An illustration from a White Star Line brochure of the elegant dining room available to the first-class passengers aboard R.M.S. Titanic. I look at that and I can see Jack and Rose running through as they're trying to get away. And they're going through the ship as the dining room slowly floods. The movie Titanic from James Cameron, they really got a lot of the decor and the building of the ship just spot on. Here's an awesome picture of the Parisian Cafe. The Cafe Parisian was busy throughout the day with the incessant comings and goings of guests in search of coffee, simple snack, an appetite, or a full meal. Oh, I would have loved to have coffee on the Titanic. Look how beautiful that is. Absolutely spectacular. And look, we got the first LED strip. You can see we've got a small piece of the deck. More vents. And let's see, what are these? These are grills. And you can see how the vent is going to have a grill. Nice. And you can see where that's going to go. And that's where that little section of the deck is going to go. And look, we get to test out the lights for the Titanic for the first time. And we got a little battery power pack. And you can see how we're going to attach the lights in. Very nice. You can see we're going to put some more grills on more vents, a couple more vents, and we're going to put them into place. I like how they're doing the grills and the actual detail. Nice. The antenna holder fits in a hole of the square raised panel on the decking near the hatches. And we got the two swan neck vents. You can see where they're going to go. And a ventilation duct that was supplied in issue 15. You can see we're going to put in the water tank into the funnel with the electronics. And we're going to pass it through. I wonder if we're going to attach the funnel to the bill. Yep, we're going to actually attach the funnel, so that's pretty cool. You can see the completed work. Very nice. Very nice. And that was issue number 20. All right, so why don't we take a look at the first box. I don't know what's in them or in order. There is a number where we can see them somewhere. I don't remember where it is, though. I think the issue is right there. If you can see that, I think this is issue 20, but we'll see. All right. So we've got the small piece of the deck, and it looks like we've got the vent, and we've got two of the swan vents. And now look, this is the ribbon, or the elastic that's going to go around the smoke funnel to hold the wire in place. And you can see finally we've got the little decal of the deck. And this is the power pack, I believe. Oh, this is actually the light strip. Love it. So you can see this is going to go, and this is probably going to go through the bottom, and who knows, maybe to illuminate the funnels. But it's on a circuit board. You can remember how it kind of will clip into place. And we have the connector, the two alligator clips, the two pins. Making me sad. It's making me think of the Eagle Moss Build the Enterprise. And we got 3 screws and nice. And this sheet of grills is actually feels like photo etch, painted photo etch. Very nice. So that was issue 20. All right, let's put this aside for now. And this one is 19. I think these are the stuff for the funnel, the smokestack. Yep, you can see the piece that's going to go on top. The grill's going to go across, and this actually is going to have the electronic piece that generates the smoke. And let's see, what do we got in here? I think this is the... Nice, look at that. We got the ladder that's going to go up the smoke funnel, the smokestack. You can see the little staging that's going to be at the top. Love it. And we got one for each of the smokestacks. Nice. And here is the grill that's going to go on top of each funnel, and we got the smoke generator right there. And we've got, looks like a water pipe. And looks like more water pipes. That's going to go on top of the deck or the boathouse. And it's going to go around the funnels. And finally, we got 4 screws. Okay, so that was 20. Let's put that aside for now. And that was 19, excuse me. And this one is actually number 17. That's everything. And I think this is all the materials for the outside of the skin of the funnel. Yep. And this is a little tricky to get on, at least for me it was. You could see the water tank where the cartridge or the filter is going to go in. That's going to draw the water up. You can see the inside. And finally the metal. Look at the rivets. Very nice. Alright, what's in this one? It's like Christmas. See the little microscopic screws to hold the metal around the part on the funnel. And we've got the thing I was telling you, looks like, or reminds me of a cigarette filter. This is going to draw the water up through the tank, and it's going to come in contact with the plate that's going to generate the smoke. And that's going to go into the bottom. That pin's going to be inserted so that it puts tension up on it. And that's everything in this one, which is number 17. All right, this would be number 16. And this has the top deck, the boat deck, or one of the boathouses. I love that. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put these windows in black. We had done the square windows round, but I think the elegant ones will do the black frame. You can see the doors, and we might do the lights along the deck on the sides of the walls as well. Nice. And of course we have the deck that's adhesive, but we glue ours anyway, so we don't want that to get messed up. And we've got more of the vents. We've got a swan vent, and we've got the big vent. This is where the grill is going to go, right onto it. Nice. And that is everything in this one. And again, this is number 16. Okay, on to 15, and this is a little heavy, so I think this has got a section of the hull. Yep. And we've got, you can see the angled screwdriver. And I love it. Look at the little lifeboats. Nice. Looks like we got another vent right there. We got a couple of packages of screws. Nice. Gonna be fun. And look at this. Another section of her beautiful hull. And this is metal. Love it. And I think that was everything in this one, yeah. All right, we got one left. And this is number 18. And this could be another piece of hull. Feels a little bit heavy. And look at this. We've got the grand staircase, the top. Oh, gorgeous. Is this raised? This is raised on top. I'm wondering if there's a way we can highlight that. Oh, this is beautiful. And let's see. See, they have this with detail on it. The kind of like a greenhouse that goes over it. But they don't have that kind of detail on this. Well, we'll see what we can do to make that stick out a little bit. All right. Beautiful. All right, this seemingly another piece of the hull. Oh, we got some screws. Looks like IM screws and AM screws, and we've got JM screws, and we've got that beautiful hull. Look at that, huh? Look at the doors and the hatches. Just gorgeous. I hope this lights up. And this is metal. And that was everything in this box. And this was box number 18. And that, my friends, was everything in this shipment. This was shipment number, let's see, I think it was number 3 so far. And this is everything that we came with it. We got the new tool set. We also got the spectacular Titanic sign, the metal sign. We have issues 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20 in this shipment. So that's why I do a video to do the unboxing. This shows you everything that's in it. You may be thinking about getting a model and wondering what comes with each shipment. So I do this with each shipment, just like the Enterprise build. The next build we're going to do, the next video we're going to do, is we're actually going to put everything together. In those videos, we just follow the instructions that we just build. I don't show you all the stuff that comes with it. That's why I do this video. But my friends, I'll be doing the build video very soon, and thank you so much for watching.